Hello, friends. How are you today? It is very late, going on 9 o'clock. I'm hoping that this is going to be bright enough. I do have as many lights on around here as I can possibly use. It will be better, of course, when I go closer to the wall over there for those items. I found a very pretty wallpaper of some fruit, beautiful painting. So I hope you are doing well and your August has been very nice. It's been very hot here, as I've mentioned, and we are now at the same record and could break the record of the driest August since like 1925. I know it's very dry and hot in a lot of the states, so we feel bad for you too, that you are putting up with such terrible heat. I did use this tablecloth before. It is so fun and so colorful that it does allow for me to use something I thought was getting a little closer to fall colors on it. I love the orange grapes, and the gold ones go fine. Now, this compote I just showed you in the living room with 3 little faux cactus, and it looks very cute that way. I just found this not too long ago, and I completely forgot until this afternoon that I've had these Hager candle holders for, I don't know, I'd say early 2000s. Yep, I have always loved them. I've shown them in a lot of our videos, typically in the living room. I may have had them out here before, but never had the lovely compote to go with it. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of it. Norm was very surprised when I brought up the candle holders this afternoon. He thought, what? You didn't realize that you had the set. It looks like a set to me. Yep, very much looks like Hager. I'm sorry to use the same cloth. I have another one that is red and black and white that I found in Duluth a couple summers ago. That is quite a bold fruit one, and I do love it. And then I was looking at one I have that has cherries on it, but it's just not as nice as this one. It's not as fun. It's got some cherry blossoms on it too, so see, that doesn't really make sense this time of year. It is the 21st of August today, so it is slipping away from me, and it is soon going to be September, so I thought, boy, I better get this done, and I certainly hope that you will be able to watch it. I'm only going to do the dining room tonight because I want to keep the videos shorter. Do you know that my analytics show that my average view duration is only 9 minutes? Yeah, isn't that awful? So, yeah, for me to do an hour video, I just don't know. I don't feel that that helps me that much, but I'm going to try to keep some of them a little shorter here and there. I know I've been going like 25 minutes, and that's not too much shorter, but thank you for understanding. So let's go look at some of the fun anthropomorphic little fruits. That's a big word. I'm trying very hard to remember how to say that. I never did get it right in the past. I thought it would be fun to put some more colorful things down below here instead of all white milk glass. So I did decide to keep out a couple of very bumpy, fun, hobnail-like red glass vase and the green, pretty green pitcher there. I did put some colored, beautiful pressed glass pitchers in our kitchen window too. And there's the nicest red grapes I have that aren't more artsy looking. They're a little more real. And that's a very nice grape cluster in glass that I found a couple years ago because I was trying to collect some pieces of glass fruit. You do see it in the thrift stores now and then. I saw quite a few pieces in the Goodwill. Maybe it was during the winter months, and I didn't get any of them. They were pretty reasonable, but sometimes it's a little hard for me to remember what I actually have. So I won't go over this too long. I just wanted some very fun colors in red and yellow, a little bit of green with the grapes. I happened to find fairly close together over the past couple years these cute little Avon cruets that I don't know if they put bubble bath, probably strawberry scented bubble bath or something like that in them. I think the graphics on them are so pretty. And I do have the light on my camera, of course, so I'm gonna try to avoid getting too much glare. I have shared these very fun fruit themed tumblers that are probably 50s, 60s. Yeah, they really are very sweet. The one side has apples and strawberries, and then another red apple and grapes and a pear and cherries. So I repeated that over here. So we've enjoyed looking at these old, I think they're Hazel Atlas little maybe jam jars. And I happen to be able to get 2 of each. You know how much I love balancing things. And I did over many years also find 2 sets of this very small milk glass creamer and sugar that has the grape pattern on it. It's probably Westmoreland. So I was able to balance this out nicely. You know how much I love doing that. And I was happy to find a fun banana. I did show these up here in previous fruit theme videos, at least one of them, I believe. I only have a fruit theme video from 4 years ago and one from 5 years ago. So that's how long it's been since I've gotten around to do this again. I thrifted that fun little golden grape cluster, and we found this beautiful bottle in Hastings that I did show you in the last time I did probably a green theme out here for March, not too long ago, I believe, because I think this was a couple years ago. Yep, in Hastings it was only $20. I wonder if that was on sale too. Yeah, that was really a deal. It's one of the tallest bottles we have. Now, these were very fun finds because they're odd pieces. This is the sweetest little vase. I found that first a couple years back, and then maybe 1 year ago now, this is one of a salt or pepper. I didn't know they came that small. But PY did these, Japan did this style. I'm not sure, they may have done that style too, because that's what a lot of these are over here. This set was probably one of my latest ones, several years back though. It's even in a thumbnail, I believe, for my video at Hutchinson Main Street Antique Mall. I thought they were a steal because I knew they were getting very, very popular. And I've had those for quite a while, and these for quite a while. They are so fun, and I know I have shared them with you before, as well as these, but I still wanted to just get an update and try to put these out here with some different types of things, like the little vases. I'm not so sure I did that before. This little leaf plate I found in St. Peter, Minnesota. When we went down to the Mankato area to celebrate my sister's birthday, we went around to some fun little thrift stores in both those cities. And this one shop had the 2 apples and the leaf and the 2 orange salt and peppers. I was really thrilled. I had picked up 2 really nice plastic thermoses that were vintage, and I showed you all of those things in a thrift haul video from that trip down there. So I was very, very happy to find the 2 apples for $1 a pair and the orange ones for $1 a pair. They're not tomatoes because they're very orange. And I can tell that says souvenir, I think. But anyways, one of our viewers was kind to send me a note and said that she thinks that might say Holland. So that was a surprise because I couldn't figure out what it was saying. So in the thrifting video, I did explain that on a few shelves down the row in this very fun little shop in St. Peter, I think it's called Riverside Thrift Store, they had the adorable plate and it says PY on the back. So years ago, I had found another one at our thrift store that is packed away in my green things. I had looked it up and it said that a couple of fruit, salt, and peppers would sit on this leaf plate. So I was really happy, $2 for that and $1 for the salt and pepper. Now these are both really cute, and I don't even remember where I found them, to tell you the truth. There's 2 holes on the pair, I'll say, and 3 on this one. So I must have found that as a set. For some reason, I'm not remembering when or where that was. You know, I pack these things away and they could be packed away for a year before I get around to taking them out again. Now, this was the newer piece that goes with those. I've had the salt and peppers for quite a while. And this was my latest find up in Rogers, the next town right up the highway from us, at Antiques 101. I had so much fun there this summer and did find some fruit-related things. That's what I was looking for because I wanted to show you something new. They are so reasonable at that store. I just love shopping there for salt and peppers especially. They have a ton of them and they're very, very reasonable. So I found a grape set. It's in the kitchen on the shelving, and there might be some other things out there from them too. But yeah, it was that, and I think I've had that for a while. This would be, yeah, okay, it's got the spoon, see? That's your jam jar. Yeah, so there is, I forget who made these. They made fruit in blues with these, and they also made them more yellow and orange. these are very fall looking. Yeah, in Arco. I wasn't sure I was going to say Napco or something like that, but yeah, they're in Arco. And isn't that just the funnest little splatter glaze? Really skinny handle on that thing. I love that. Down here you have seen this bottle before. I have 3 bottles with grapes on them, and every one of them ended up different. I was so surprised. Each time I found one, it was completely different. I can imagine that's a pretty popular theme. And I did share that I thrifted this crazy thing possibly at Bibles for Missions. It is a German piece, and it came with a cork though that had a leaf top on it, part ceramic leaf, I believe, from what I've seen on the internet. One year when I showed it to you, I just put a sprig of flower, some flower in it, but I did finally find a cork that worked, and I've shared this grape cluster before with you. This is a petite one, very small grapes compared to the big ones now that we have quite a few clusters in the living room that are on the big round end table next to the window. That's where I store all of our grape clusters that we kind of were having fun looking for many years ago. But this one, I think Norm found that that might have been in Rogers too, at the Antique Mall of Rogers. Yeah, somewhere like that he found that one. And these are kind of fun because they all have bubbles in them, unlike most of your large grape clusters. So I did just add our 2 big raspberry lucite clusters on the sides and just put together some fun, colorful fruit for us to look at when we're eating dinners and breakfast. A little more down there. Yep, so it turned out pretty colorful. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't want to keep you too long. This little clock I just found at the Goodwill. I was so surprised, and I put a battery in it and I didn't think it was gonna work. Can't get the lights out of there. Yeah, it really is deep, and I knew that it was similar to a little one we found, I don't know, some vintage store had it. It's not vintage, but it's really, really cute, the little light turquoise one up there. I love the half or the crescent moon on the end of one of the hands. Unfortunately, this one didn't have that, but I was shocked today. I was looking at it and I said, it's the exact time. How can it be the exact time? Is it working? I must have put the battery in it and just kind of gave up waiting for it to look like it was moving. And I thought, I don't hear any ticking. Oh well. I thought, I guess I'd just leave the battery in it. And here it's been running all this time. And I didn't realize it. See, it's that late. It's after 9. Now we have this clock working and this clock is working. They both have the second hand, so you can see that it's definitely working. I just found this clock for $5, which may seem like a lot, but it wasn't at a thrift store. It was at the Antiques 101 in Rogers, Minnesota. It doesn't work, I don't believe. I don't think it did. But anyways, I thought it was very mod. I liked all that nice texture. The gold is a little faded here and there on some of the numbers, like number 7. But I did like it. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Is that just pronounced Ingram or Ingraham? I don't know for sure. but I liked it. It's not a real deep clock, but it is vintage. I thought that was a good price, and I loved it because it was white. I don't know if I'll incorporate it into this wall or not. Nope, I just don't know. But not important. I hope this is colorful enough, even though I did it at night. I'm hoping tomorrow morning I can do the kitchen and we'll finally have some sun. It's so cloudy this whole week. We thank you so much for your very kind support, all your really fun and sweet, loving comments. We so much appreciate hearing from you. Our state fair starts next Thursday, which always seems odd because whenever that happens, Norm always says, well, it's fall already. State fair is starting. It runs up to Labor Day weekend. Yeah, it's a huge draw, but we don't go anymore. That's kind of hard for us to walk around a huge place like that at our age. Thank you again. You guys have a wonderful week ahead. God bless you all.